Oh, whoa. Down we go. I cannot believe I just ate it right there. All right. Hey, welcome back everybody. Today I'm going to give you a rundown on the well-traveled Fullerton Loop mountain bike trail. The Fullerton Loop trail is about 11.1 miles with about 1,100 feet of elevation gain, and it traverses several different trail systems as it winds through the city of Fullerton, California. It's a beginner's trail, but it's definitely tricky to navigate if you haven't done it before. I put a route link in the description so you can take a detailed look. I'll also put some map overlays on the video throughout so you can see where the key junctions are on the map. There's a bunch of really good videos on the Fullerton Loop already, but I'm just trying to add another perspective and focus on the trickier bits of navigating this loop. I'll also try and cut it together as one seamless loop so you can quickly scan through the entire loop if that helps too. The most popular point for the loop is the courthouse, which is up ahead. All right, let's hit it. This is generally the starting point for this loop. So from the parking lot, you're just gonna jump the curb right here and up onto the trail. All right, so we're on the Juanita Cook Trail. I'm gonna take this for a little bit. All right, so we're just getting out of the courthouse now. We're gonna cross Valley View Street right here. We're gonna continue on Juanita Cook Trail. Gonna flip on the bell here. Certain parts of this loop get super crowded, especially this first bit on Juanita Cook. Definitely a good idea to have a bell with you. Let people know you're coming. So cross one more street here. Continue on before we turn down Hillshire Trail. All right, so Juanita Cook Trail. It's a little bit of a clearing up here, sort of. Should be pretty obvious where the Hillshire Trail is. Check it out on the map, it's right here. You're gonna take a left, follow this guy down. Hey yo, down we go. The bit's pretty fast right here, but still a lot of people, so take it easy. Yeah, left side, thank you. All right, I forgot to mention, I'm on my Specialized Diverge this morning. You're gonna find that 95% of bikers on this loop are riding mountain bikes, which makes sense if you're gonna do some of the extra credit on this trail, which there is a lot of. But this morning I'm just gonna show you the basic loop, and for that, a gravel bike is perfectly fine. All right, crossing the street here. Make sure there's no cars. In this little section, there's a couple ways you can go. If you go to the right, it's a wider trail, it's flat. That's where all the hikers are. If you go to the left, there's actually this little bit of kind of fun, pretty flat single track. I guess you call this single track. We'll call it a single track plus. And this is where most of the bikers are gonna go. The weather says it's supposed to be 110 degrees today, record temperatures. So I thought I could beat some of the traffic coming out here, but I think everyone else had the same idea too. I guess 7 a.m. was not early enough. All right, so we're gonna cut over here. A little bit of a sandy pit right here. Take it easy. I am on slick tires, so if you're on a mountain bike, you'll be fine. And that's gonna put us right up here onto Euclid, where we have to cross. All right, so we're gonna cross Euclid there. Head down here, across this little bridge, and then we got this steep little punchy bit. Definitely the steepest bit on the whole loop. No shame in walking this part. Right now it's pretty good. After a good rain though, we got some major ruts and mud on this part. Makes it really tough to get up. Down we go. Ah, that's ridiculous. There's barely a rut there at the top. I have no idea what just happened. I got caught in some loose dirt, I guess. Yeah, that bell sound was actually pretty perfect right there though. All right, looks like there's no damage other than to my own ego. So I think we're okay. All right, so like I was saying, that is one of the punchier bits on this loop. Cannot believe I just ate it right there. All right, so that puts us back onto Valley View here. Oh, by the way, if you're finding this video helpful or entertaining, or you just like watching people eat it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and maybe like the video. It really helps us small channels out in a sea of really big players. So I appreciate that. Anyways, we're gonna continue on down here, down this steep little bit right before we hit Bass Century. Woo! Now right here, I advise staying on the sidewalk and hitting the crosswalk, but you have a really clear view of traffic in both directions. So if you want to cheat a little bit, you can kind of just, you know. We're turning onto Lancer Way right now, going behind the high school. So it's going to put us onto this little trail bit right next to the tracks. And after that, we're going to hit Parks. Guys. All right, so that puts us onto Parks Trail. Now, on the entire Fullerton Loop, there aren't that many sections that are too intense or extreme, but the Parks climb right here, which starts at Bass Century and ends up past Rosecrans, this is definitely the longest climb in the whole loop. It's about a mile long. It's only about 500 feet or so, but it kind of creeps up on you. You're gonna bend around to the right, and now this is the middle school. You're gonna you're just gonna hug the right side of the middle school here. I think on Strava this is called the Parks Triple Climb, because there's these 3 little punchy bits, and this is the first one right by the start of the middle school. I think this is that second little punchy bit right here. We're gonna cross Rosecrans. Guys. All right, so now we're into Grissom Park. And so now I think the trail is called the Rosecrans Trail. You can see it on the map here. But for the overall segment on Strava, this is about 2/3 of the way through. And it just gets a little bit steeper at the end. Left side. Morning, guys. This last little bit kind of sneaks up on you because it keeps getting steeper. But it's pretty short. I don't know, man. All right, so we're gonna cross here. Whee. Immediately on the other side, I'm gonna pick up the Rosecrans Trail again. So after this little bit, where you're basically up against some backyards in the residential area, you're gonna be at the top. All right, and that's the top. See, that was just the longest climb on the whole loop right there. I'm gonna head down now. Still on the Rosecrans Trail here, but we're about to cross Parks. We're gonna drop down into the tree park. Cross carefully. Let's stop here for a second. At the tree park, you have 3 choices. You can go straight down the middle, which is the widest, flattest route possible. That's where I'm going to be going. But if you go over to the right, you find that there's a little single track going down, and it leads right into this kind of big road gap, or trail gap, if you want to call it that. And if you head up to the left towards that fence up there, all through those trees down there, there's this sort of nice little network of single track. And honestly, that's the most fun part of the whole loop, but I just don't feel comfortable doing it on my gravel bike today. That'll be for next time. All right, let's hit it. This part's really fast, really fun. Kind of chunky right now. Definitely more confidence on a mountain bike, but hey, we did fine right there. A loop around here. That was fast. Oh, up and over. Little drop. That bell sound effect is ridiculous. This is Coyote Hills Road right here. Just a quick connector till we get back over to Rosecrans. So down onto this trail again. How's it going, man? All right, so now we're back on the Rosecrans Trail. We're about to cross Gilbert. Am I recording audio? Let me see. Oh yeah. Yeah, I love this audio recorder, man. It's new. If you didn't notice, courtesy of Rides of Japan YouTube channel. Love that guy. All right. Oh, I'm gonna get the green. We're crossing Gilbert now. And on the other side, we're gonna keep picking up Rosecrans Trail. Oh, I never get that green light. That was nice. Oh, and another one, if I'm fast enough. Let's see. This is Sunny Ridge, you gotta cross this, and this is the last one before we get to Castlewood Trail. Oh yeah, 2 in a row. All right, so just crossed Sunny Ridge. The Castlewood Trail starts right here. It's tough to miss because the pavement actually literally ends right here. So when that happens, turn right and you're on Castlewood Trail. First bit of this trail is really sandy right now. Thing about riding loose stuff with slick tires, you just have to embrace the drift, man. You gotta know you're gonna slide. You gotta know how you're gonna react when it inevitably does slide. I should take my own advice, huh? A little bit of an uphill part here. Not too bad. How's it going? Flattens out right here. You could fork left or right. Doesn't matter what you take because they meet up right here. Hey. Doggies. If you go up here to the left, it's a little bit of extra credit. Not going to do that today though. Like I was saying, this loop can get really crowded, especially on the weekends in the mornings. So try and plan accordingly. Whoa! Yeah, by the way, I'm on the Panaracer Gravel Kings slick versions. Running them at 38 PSI this morning. And the sandy stuff, there's not much that any tire will do to help you, but I'm doing all right this morning. Left side. Thank you. So up here it splits. You can either go to the right, hit some roots, or you can go to the left. This little aqueduct thing. This is going to meet up with that trail right here. Flip that bell on, hit this little downhill. Braking bumps. Morning. Oh yeah. Super sandy down here. Let's take it easy. Take this part wide. Not totally done yet with this Castlewood section. When you come around this corner, there's a bit of an up before another down. This one's quick though. Put you right out at Gilbert. Gilbert and Castlewood is where we are now. All right, and pick up the Nora cutting trail here. It's a little punchy bit here. See some people hiking that. See if I can make it. Wow. A lot of traffic this morning. Excuse me. All right, still on Nora cutting it here through all the traffic. Coming down here, you can really pick up some speed with all these damn braking bumps. Kind of wondering when my headset's gonna fall apart. And turn right here onto Laguna, and then an immediate left right here by the horse stables, Laguna Lake area. Oh, makes me want to try an e-bike. A little bit of an up and down here. I'm just going to take this trail past the horse stables right alongside Laguna Lake. There's a Bud Turner trail here. This is the one that's going to ride right past Laguna Lake. Jumping into Laguna Lake now. This is still Bud Turner Trail, but a lot of traffic. Always good to have the bell on around here. All right, keep it going. Okay, so that's the end of Laguna Lake. Gonna cross the street carefully. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to take an immediate right. This is Juanita Cook Trail. I'm actually going to use this one twice today, but we're going to branch off in just a minute and ride by the Brea Dam. Yeah, cross around this gate. Up we go. Whee! So this little part of Juanita Cook right after the lake, right up there, you could probably see there's a couple of mountain bikers. It's a little parallel path. I guess you can call it single track. It's a little short bit. It's just one of those extra credit pieces. All right, so this is where that little bit of single track ends. Now up here, as soon as you cross this bridge, it's a little bit tricky. When you cross this bridge here, you're immediately gonna take a left. If I were on my mountain bike, I would have dropped off a little bit sooner. Well, I just roll down this here, take a little berm, and now we're jumping along the train tracks for a little bit to link up with the Brea Trail. Don't think this trail has a name. It's just adjacent to the train tracks, and we're heading north right now. You can see it on the map right here. right just past that tunnel that we just saw, it's going to be this little, it's pretty hard to miss. All the bike tracks go this way. A little up to the right here. It's going to put us by the golf course, which is, it's called the Brea Dam Trail. So we're going to pick that up across the street here. Yeah, no good way to do this. Little jump here. Oh, haha. Some good Samaritans have done some nice trail work along here. Come up here, whoa. And head down here, a little berm right there. That was fun. It's going to parallel the golf course for a little bit. Keep heading along the golf course. The golf course is on your left. You're going the right way. A little bit of a punchy bit here. The trick here is there's going to be two tunnels. I'm going to take the tunnel on the left. Yeah, it's wet. You can't see, but it's cool. It's always a light at the end, right? I'm gonna pick this guy up to the left. Around here, there's some cool stuff. There's a lot of little interconnecting trails here. You head up to the left, climb up high, and then there's a sort of like gap jump that you can hit as you come down. If you go to the right, all the way right, you can pick up the dirt jumps, which is kind of cool. Not going to do that today on this bike. One thing to note is if you head all the way right to the dirt jumps, there's no clear connector back to the Brea Dam Trail. You got to do a little bit of backtracking, or you have to hike across the, well, hike is a little bit of an overstatement, but you got to walk across the little reservoir at the bottom of the dam. Just gonna keep taking this. When you come out of that sort of network of trails back there, you're gonna hit the Brea Dam. It's a bit of a short uphill here. As you come out here, it's gonna be this asphalt climb to the top of Brea Dam. Not too bad. You just keep heading up this road. And then right when you pass the dam itself, there's this little offshoot to the right. This is what you're going to take. Now this is easily the most technical, chunky bit. You all right? Case in point. Easily the most technical, chunky bit on the whole loop. Nice little jumps here. Whoa. Or if you prefer to be a wuss, you just go around like me. When you get to the bottom of that, and hang a right back onto the road, and now we're right by the golf course, closer to harbor. Just hang a left into the parking lot here. And that is actually going to spit you right out onto Harbor Boulevard. Now this part's a little bit sketchy because we do need to cross the street at some point. Some people prefer to jump across the street right away because technically there is a bike lane, but then you've got cars whizzing past you at 50, 60 miles an hour. However, if you stay on the sidewalk like me, first of all, it's not really where bikes are supposed to be, and second of all, there's cars usually coming in and out of these driveways, so kind of like you choose which is worse. I usually tend to cross somewhere in the middle when I see an opening on either side. If you prefer, you can take a right hand into the A Sizzler parking lot here. Lets you avoid a little bit of the traffic. Just take the back parking lot here. No problem doing that. A little speed bump, a river. And so we skip that little bit of harbor, puts us right here on Valley View. We're gonna wanna cross the street. Cross the street onto Berkeley. And now we're back on the left side of the courthouse here, heading south on Berkeley. God damn it. God damn it. Gotta avoid those snot rockets. All right. And that puts us right back into courthouse parking lot. All right, so that was it, the entire Fullerton Loop. Hopefully you were able to visualize all the key transitions and junctions. It is a tricky one, but it's definitely a fun one. And once you get the basic loop down, you can start experimenting with the extra credit bits and even mixing and matching sections of the loop together. All right guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.